Huh? What do you want with this old hunt master? Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs. Ah, these are pretty. Pretty disgusting. Here, take your gold.
If you've got extra junk you want to get rid of, I'll give you a decent price for it.
I should never have suggested fleeing to Aldcroft. Brilliant idea, LeBlanc. Now they're gone. All the women in our group, kidnapped by cultists and dragged off into the fen. Yes, we should have stayed in Camlorn. At least my sister would still be with me. We thought we'd go to Aldcroft, but ran into trouble here in the fens before we got there. Bloodthorn cultists swarmed in and grabbed all the women and took them away. I heard them say something about a hag coven in the North Fens. My sister Bethany was fighting them as they dragged her off. I don't know what to do. I feel useless. I'm not used to this sort of life. I sent the others to the Weiris camp nearby. Cultists, bogs, bugs...
think you've won? Come, my slaves, destroy them! Nothing you can do will end this.
Stranger who is... No. The Bloodthorns have an arrangement with the Hags. Something about exchanging us for their help against the Weird. They even have a contract. I saw them arguing over it earlier. It should be around here somewhere. Please try to find my companions. These cultists are insane. But the Hags... who knows what they're capable of. I'll go find my brother. Poor Sod is useless without me.
Out of here.
My sister and the other women made it here. Everyone's a bit rattled and tired, but otherwise they don't seem hurt. Thank you. Weiress Emily says a hag named Mother Merc was likely behind the abduction of the women. I wish we could stop her before she tries this again. All this danger and adventure. We're so not cut out for this. Mother Merc needs a coven of hags. That's what the Weiresses told me. The coven hunts women to convert into hags or thralls. The Weiresses told me about the Reach woman Sibelic. She knows how to deal with Mother Merc. She's staying with the Weiresses at the Northern Enclave. Meeting you was a bright spot in this otherwise dark adventure. If you can stop Mother Merc, that'll be one less thing for us to worry about. You can find Sibelic in the Northern Weird Camp.
So you've come to the bog at last. I've waited for your arrival. It was written on the stones and in the sky. Fate has led you here, just as I have foreseen it. You wish to resolve the conflict between the Weird and the Coven. Mother Merc's anger and darkness run deep, even for a Hagraven. She's powerful, and leads the Coven through fear and pain. You'll need this charm to defeat her, for she can siphon vitality from even the strongest foe. Kill the lesser hags and drain their power into this charm. But use the charm only when Merc tries to siphon your life force. Don't waste its power. You can find the hags to the west. Just protect that charm. It is your best defense against Mother Merc. You have returned, and you are victorious, just as I have foreseen it. I sensed her departure. The shadows cast by her destructive anger will fade from these fens in time. Perhaps she will find peace in whatever lies beyond this plane. You did well, I think. She was a dark and dangerous creature, to be sure. I do not mourn her, but I wish her to be at peace. Mother Merc's influence on the hags was strong. With her gone, the balance of the fens will change. Indeed, with Mother Merc gone, the hags will wither and the weird will prosper. You, however, have somewhere else to be. I see a long road ahead of you, traveler. Tread carefully.
Hey, over here! Could you help a fellow out? Praise Akatosh. You'd be amazed how many people just walk by a fellow in dire circumstances. My sister and I were visiting our aunt's farm when the whole place went to oblivion in an oat basket. Crazy cultists and Daedra are killing everyone. Not a soul. I don't think there's any hope of saving the farm. My aunt, my cousin, I think they may be dead. I just want to get my sister and go home to Camlorn. Is that so much to ask? But she's locked herself up in the house we were staying in. I knocked on the door. I even begged her to come. You think you could try to persuade her? Her name is Marlene. Thank you. I was beginning to lose faith. So many selfish people just walk by, abandoning me and my sister to fate. If you can just convince her to leave the house, then she and I can get out of here and go back to Camlorn. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm not even that close to my aunt. My parents just sent us here to work the farm for a season. If you want to search for my aunt, that would be great. But I just want to get my sister and go home. I know. They're terrible, aren't they? That's another reason why I just want to go back to Camlorn. People are nicer there, I think.
Go away! So far, all the crazy people and monsters have just ignored this house. If you keep knocking, they'll come and kill you. And then they'll break down the door and kill me! Safe? You really expect me to believe that? I saw those things. I saw what they did. I guess you're right. All right, I'll come out for a peek. And if it's clear, we can make a run for it. but you'd better protect me. Let's get going then.
Could you please untie me? It's good that you've come along, friend. The Van family is in dire need of aid. If you could untie me, we could... The Supernal Dreamers. I should have seen this coming, but I failed, and I need your help to set matters straight. The Dreamers have captured Ingrid Van, the owner of this farm. I'm certainly eager to explain the situation further, but do you think we could continue the conversation over by the bridge? Come with me to the bridge. We can speak safely there. Perhaps we can now have a civil go. They serve Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares. I know this because I am an initiate at Pariah Abbey. The Supernal Dreamers have put her into an enchanted sleep, tied down in front of a portal, undoubtedly from Vermina's dark domain. They will summon a Daedric spirit to inhabit Ingrid's body. You need to break the enchantment to free her. It will not be easy, and you will need to move quickly, but it can be done. You will need to reverse the Daedric ritual, which will require gathering a few somewhat grisly items. Then you must follow the directions I'm afraid I would only be a liability in a fight. I can, however, offer you my amulet for some assistance, but you will still need to gather the items. You will need to acquire the hearts of 2 different Daedra. A Scamp and a Dremora should do. Then find my ritual candle in the Van's barn. Take the items to where Ingrid lies in the Stonebridge Mill, and there you will perform the ritual. Offer the Dremora heart first to summon the dark spirit. Then light the ritual candle to enchant it. And finally, offer the Scamp heart to dispel it. Memorize this, for it must be done in this order. When one meddles in such dark practices, anything is possible. I suggest you proceed with care and make sure to enact the ritual properly.
I'm glad that's over. We need to get back to Camlorn. See you around. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I've just been under a lot of stress with this whole situation. Here's something for your help. It's not much, but we have a long trip ahead of us. I'm sure you understand.
Are there any more scamps down there? Bring them on, I say. Scamp Killer is my middle name. I can still wield a blade just like when I was a...
My husband's a little hard of hearing. Not quite in touch with reality either. He thinks he killed that scamp, but it was actually our cat. Bless his heart, though. He certainly means well. Oh, yeah. Oh.
She belongs to me. Stay away.
Is this the real world? Or is this yet another trick? I will not let the darkness in. Wait. This is real, isn't it? You're real. Was it you who woke me? Then I am indebted to you, stranger. That nightmare. I thought I would be stuck there forever. Wait, what about Rosen? Was that real, or was it just a dream? Where is she? Do you know? I think it was real. You have to help me.
My daughter. And if they've harmed one hair, I'll salt all Tamriel with their blood. I just have to find her.
There was something in the dream, a cultist standing over Rosen reading a scroll.
It's on Nightmare Crag. Out of my way.
Then you have to go. They're doing the same thing to her they wanted to do to me, but worse. There's something about that scroll. Please, get that scroll.
Mother. She was in the dream too. Is she... I have to get home.
Surely the Eight sent you to save us. Me, my daughter, we owe you our lives. Do you always go to such great lengths to help people you don't even know? Well, I'm glad you decided to do so today. You will always, always be welcome at the Van Farm. Stay as long as you like. This whole thing was like some terrible nightmare. It reminds me of the day I lost my husband so many years ago. I don't know if you can understand. I've moved on, but sometimes I still feel a little lonely. William, a widower. I'm so sorry to hear that. Poor Rosalie, may the Eight bless her soul. Are you suggesting Maybe I will pay the Nurins a visit. They appreciate the suggestion.
God strike you! Couldn't you have just waited 5 more minutes? The slavers outside the tent were talking about where their base of operations is. Then they got interrupted. I'm guessing they saw you. My mom said... Exactly. My mother's a little... overprotective. She still tries to tuck me into bed at night. It's embarrassing. And now she's messed up the whole plan. I actually came here to spy on the slavers. Thanks for rubbing it in. So, the plan wasn't going perfectly. But I was adapting. I didn't hear where their base of operations is, but I did see plans for some attack floating around the camp. I'd hoped to take those back to Deputy Lure. You did? Well, then I guess we can consider this operation a success. If you haven't already, we just need to get those plans to Deputy Lurik in the village. I guess I should go reassure my mother. Get those plans back as fast as you can. May the Eight protect you.
I heard someone was down there teaching an attack on the lighthouse, but why? That doesn't make any sense. Let me take a... They're putting out the lighthouse signal fire so ships will crash on the rocks. Someone's got to warn the lighthouse keeper, Tyree. Damn it. If only we could spare the men. Thanks for at least letting me know. Safe travels, friend.
What do you want?
You did it. You even got him home in time for dinner. It weighs heavily on a mother's heart to worry about her son. I can't thank you enough. I'll never forget what you've done for us. I hope someday my little Lucas grows up to be like you.
Praise the Eight. I know. The signal fire is out. There's nothing I can do, though. I had just stepped outside to relieve myself, and all these slavers came out of nowhere. How was I to stop them? I'm a lighthouse keeper, not a soldier. Slavers stormed the lighthouse and put out the signal fire. I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized it's a trap. They wait for ships to crash on the rocks so they can loot the cargo and capture the crew. And we need to do it fast. Problem is, the slavers took the focus. I don't think the slavers knew what to do with the focusing crystals. Those may be close by. But But the oil, you probably took that on board their ship. If you can recover the supplies, I'll be ready to relight the fire. When the slavers first stormed the lighthouse, I swam over to the beach and ran into the woods. Later, I saw the signal fire was out, so I snuck back. I've been hiding here ever since.
Heal me!
I'd never escape. I'd never escape.
Of all the slavers on all the sea. Fires of oblivion. These motherless slavers have captured my entire crew. I'm not one to shy away from a fight. I think I may be in over my head. Captain Ongerthal, the fobbing dog. The slavers took most... Watch out for Captain Ongerthal. I don't know for sure.
I will live to sail again. Thank you.
My mother told me not to go to sea.
I'll go look for Captain Mark.
Ozor, Salak, and Leidenar are free, and Captain Angerthal is dead. I believe this day is getting better. I may have lost my ship, but you've restored my hope. They were marched off to the east. My first mate went after them, but I can't imagine she'll be able to free them alone. If you travel in that direction, keep an eye out for her. If she doesn't return soon, I may just have to track her down myself. They were marched off to the east.
There's a sight for sore eyes, and surely a guiding light for any ships coming into port. You saved the lives of a lot of sailors. I'm just hoping there was only one ship that crashed on the rocks. I could lose my job over this. If anyone asks, I hope you'll tell them it wasn't my fault.